Good morning. Good freaking morning. What is this? What are they doing? Who is this man? And why are they all dressed in black? Bill Maher makes staggering statement. I'm the new leader of the Antifa, and we will never stop freak-offs. I can't even read my own titles. And this bold boy makes claim about his friend, some Diddy. Trump expected to choose Kristi Noem for Homeland Security. Source says. Dogs everywhere are freaking out. Kristi Noem makes bold promise. CNN is freaking out about Trump's new cabinet positions and his new plans going forward. Marco Rubio, Alex Jones saying goodbye tomorrow? And CNN just doesn't get it. This is the Jericho Shea Show.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go late and let the world
Trust the government.
She sent in a little video for us. Oh. Here she is.
Hey, in spite of everything you've heard, and let me just make sure you all know that it's actually me. Say, it's me.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke?
suck on this.
Yes, do that, Biden. Shuckernish. Guys, sad news. Antifa is back. What? Antifa is back. And they're bigger and bolder than ever. What are we supposed to do with this powerhouse of a group? How are we supposed to handle these psychopaths? They're back and they're in Seattle. Look, there's at least 15 of them. Hide your kids, hide your wife. These they, thems in black are coming for you. And they ain't gonna stop until they get some of that. It's not funny. It's genuinely the saddest group of people I've ever seen in my life. Not only do they hate the way they look, but they don't understand a little bit of fashion sense. Black on black on black on black? Heck no, you ain't no rapper. They're back.
Antifa's now surrounding the cops.
They're back with their ACAB ways.
Couple dozen here. Thinking they can take on.
George Soros is funding each one of these children. Each one of them causing chaos in the streets. Look, even this cop, he's holding on to his boobs because he's nervous. Or maybe he's excited. Maybe he's like super excited. He's like, oh yeah? Antifa, you coming up in here? No chance. Not with me around, Daddy Copper. I'm here for you, baby. I've been waiting all election for you to come out of the shadows. We're not scared of you anymore, Antifa. Daddy Trump is in charge. Daddy Trump is here. Though I'm a little nervous. Bill Maher made a huge claim. I'm the new leader of Antifa, and we will have nonstop freak-offs? It's the trifecta. It is insurrectionary. It says, what's up, Dixie? I'm the new leader of Antifa. Can you imagine? Okay, I'm the new leader of Antifa. Okay, it's me, Bill Maher. The woke left. It's driving me nuts. I'm picking up on things from 15 years ago. I'm coming to the realization. I'm Bill Maher. I'm figuring this stuff out one at a time. But I need a new group of people to groom. And these elitist leftists aren't doing it for me. I want the little guys, and I want them good. All right, and man makes bold claim about going after each one of his friends. until the Diddy files get released. And I agree with him.
For every day that they refused to tell us
Yes.
who was on the Diddy party guest list,
Tell us.
I'm gonna oil up one of my bros. And don't think I won't do it. I know where they keep it. It's at CVS. They have it in big, big bottles. I'll oil up one of my bros. I'll put it on the staircase. No one leaves. All you have
Good morning, Willie.
is write down
All the names of the guests from the Diddy party. All right, let's keep going through the news. I just had to do a palate cleanser. Trump expected to choose South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem for Homeland Security. Guys in the chat, how do you feel about Kristi Noem as Homeland Security Secretary? I don't know how I feel about this one. I hope it's a good idea. By leading the Department of Homeland Security, Noem will play a big role in immigration enforcement and securing the border. We need somebody tough doing those sorts of things. And she might be the person to do it. Because if anyone remembers anything, she literally killed a puppy. Okay, so she might be tough on crime. She might be harder on crime than you fill in the blank. But Kristi Noem says, Kristi Noem makes bold promise to go after every single idiot that made fun of her for murdering her dog, saying, I'll kill your puppy too. Kristi, come at me, girl. I'm ready for you. I ain't scared of no Kristi Noems. I'll fight you, girl. But every dog everywhere is struggling with this new revelation, this new news coming out, and dogs everywhere are peeing. Don't worry, Sparky, you won't get deported. Okay, you're gonna be just fine. Just relax. How do we feel about the Homeland Security? Noem, who thought it was a potential running mate for the Trump ticket, thank God. J.D. Vance was such a better pick. Earlier in the year, served a governor as Mount Rushmore. She did a great job during COVID. I'll give her that. She did a great job in South Dakota. Department of Homeland Security oversees U.S. Customs, Border Protection, Immigration, Customs Enforcement, U.S. Secret Service, and Federal Emergency. You know, it's like, how much do these secretaries actually do? If selected, Noem will work with Tom Homan, who was announced as Trump's border czar on Sunday. I hope she doesn't have control over him. I hope it's the other way around. We need to only deport the Chihuahuas. Yeah. Kristen, you rock. Get the morning disco. Get the Chihuahuas out of here, man. Hey, as long as we only go. Don't worry, Sparky, but if you're a Chihuahua, we will get you. Kristi Noem makes bold promise. I'm only going after the Chihuahuas. Any Chihuahuas, Rottweilers, any of the dogs that Mexicans like, pit bulls, they're all the same to me. I love CNN. I feel like every morning I wake up and the headlines are exactly the same. They're just reframed differently. Trump's emerging team of loyalists. Loyalists. I love that word. Loyalist. Doesn't that make you fear for your life? It's his loyalist. You're not gonna get past me with that word. I'm always watching. CNN, I'm watching you, CNN. Always watching. Trump's emerging team of loyalists primed for a fast start. Does that freak you out? It should. So Trump is expected to choose Marco Rubio for Secretary of State. I am not a big fan of this selection, and I don't know if you are, and that's okay if you are. And that's okay. I hope your family's okay, and you are okay. I always think about Kamala Harris every time I hope your family's okay, and you are okay. Trump's expected to choose Marco Rubio for Secretary of State. Trump could still change his mind, hopefully. The sources caution, I mean, if you are looking at the internet is losing its mind about Marco Rubio, and I hope that Trump listens. It seems like he's making good selections, so I hope he's listening to this. And if you are all concerned at all about this, I I want to encourage you this morning to take about 5 seconds out of your day and call a senator and talk about who's going to be the Senate leader as well. But also make the rounds and let them know how you feel about Marco Rubio, because you never know who's in what word and who's in what ear. I agree with you, Timmer. I think Tulsi Gabbard, this is prime for Tulsi. This is like prime. This is like a thank you for all that you've done. And then Tulsi leads us to World War III. Yeah, watch. All of us were like, you know what? She's so anti-war. And then the minute she gets in, she's like, oh, you thought I was anti-war? I'm going after everybody now. Mama's in charge. And Mama is mad about her service that she had. Brandon Herrera for director of ATF. Is that a real thing? Did I just miss that? Or are you making it up and that's what you want? Either way, I'm a fan of it. Also big in the news this morning. Apparently, Alex Jones is, all his stuff is going to be sold on auction this coming Wednesday. And here's his last response as far as InfoWars go. What are your thoughts on InfoWars having to take the major L for what happened with what is it? I always forget that. Sandy Hook.
Day afternoon, InfoWars, the equipment, Infowars.com, InfoWarsStore.com, and a whole bunch of other stuff is at a federal bankruptcy auction from the fake judgments and the rigged trials where I was found guilty beforehand and they had literal show trials out of the Soviet Union or Nazi Germany.
How much is the frog suit going to pull?
Right when I walked in here during the break after getting a glass of water, saw the auctioneers inside the building going around surveying.
He's good at painting the
here to
picture.
make sure all the stuff's here. Everything tagged, everything marked. This debt.
It's gross, but it's far from the end. Oh, 100% violent. They're going after everyone. They're going to go after everyone. I don't know if you notice, but when I do my show and I've started to do my intros now and I add the thing, I put a big, huge disclaimer up. And they also try to put it in the description as much as possible. This is a comedy show. This is supposed to, this is primarily don't use me as an authoritative source is what I try to push as much as I possibly can for the lawyers. Because they're psychotic. Oh, I try to get you on everything. This clip being passed around is fantastic. CNN is still struggling with Kamala Harris losing, taking the biggest L known to mankind. They're still on the same train. They can't figure it out. Why would people who are struggling to pay for things vote for Donald Trump? They don't get it. Do you get it?
There's this sense, right, that whiteness, right, is under threat. The demographic shifts. The country isn't what all these racially ambiguous children on Cheerios commercials are confusing the hell out of me.
Me too.
A lot of people voted because their life's too damn expensive. And
oh, no, white woman. I'm going to lecture you.
And it was here, and it was...
They voted for... You're telling me, Stephanie...
Yes, Stephanie.
...that all of these people who believe that their lives are... that bread is too high and eggs are too high... that they voted...
You think all these poor people just want to live comfortable lives? Are you serious, Stephanie? Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Stephanie. So, Stephanie... It's adorable to think that poor people or people that are struggling in the world care about providing for their family. It's adorable to think that people care about providing for their family and maybe for themselves. How can you take a guy wearing blue glasses seriously? The blue glasses are a freaking bold statement. How can you... This is about whiteness and sexism, Stephanie, not about people worrying about living the American dream or whatever. Stephanie.
That bread is too high and eggs are too high.
Yeah.
That they voted for a convicted fella.
Yes.
A guy who said we can grab the pea.
I think that...
Okay, Trump did not say that we can grab the pea. Have you ever tried to grab pea before? It doesn't work. It's all over your hands. It's watery. It's wet. It's gross.
They voted for this
Listen,
guy.
I'm not defending it, but I think there are tons.
I love that she's like, stop attacking me. Jeez. I'm not saying that this is right to do. I'm not saying that, you know, putting your family and the bread on your table and wanting to get out of the 1-bedroom apartment and maybe get a new vehicle and stuff like that. I know you're 50 years old and you haven't bought your first home, but you voted for a convicted felon? Are you cereal? Seriously, how much cereal are you eating? Fruit Loops? You putting a whole cup in? We're doing 2 cups. You know what the recommended amount is? 1.5 cups. That's a lot of sugar. That's a ton of sugar. Okay? Stephanie. Freaking Stephanie. I do love this look. I love doing this with glasses. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, look. I have my glasses off. This is me taking my glasses off. I'm being more authentic by taking my glasses off. This is me having a genuine moment. I don't have my glasses on. They're off. Look, you're talking to me. It's me, Stephanie. Okay, you remember me. I'm the reason you're on this show. Okay, this is Stephanie's show, not yours. Okay, just remember that. So watch what you say, because I'll end your career. Okay, Stephanie, holy crap, dude. Relax.
Tons of people that don't pay attention to, and I'm not defending it, don't pay attention to politics at all. But while we live in the most prosperous country in the world.
Yeah. It was a bunch of people that don't pay attention to politics at all. You mean they don't pay attention to MSNBC?
People are saying, life's not fair. I'm not doing well. My son's still living in the basement. I can't seem to get a job. I don't like the status quo. I'm voting.
My son's still living in the basement? Same girl. How do we get these failed start sons out of our basement? That was like an omission. that was like her. I can't get my freaking son out of my basement, dude. You keep saying the talking points that I'm putting out on MSNBC. It's driving me nuts. You keep saying, Mom, you keep saying the economy's bad and people can't afford homes. That's why I gotta live in your basement, Mom. She's like, I'm sick of my own son living in my basement. I'm so sick of my own son living in my basement. I'm ready for him to vote for Donald Trump. She's like, I gotta get him out. You know, the charges are not dropped and Trump is still face sentencing November 28th. Yes, I do. I'm waiting for that. He says, I can't believe that. So what? I don't believe in Zeus. And yeah, truly the only reason I'm comfortable at all in this is because I have no life or no major possessions like a car and house. You don't have a car? You must live in a city. There was a time in my life I didn't have a car too. And it's kind of freeing and also kind of scary because you're like, if things go down, I'm stuck.
Seem to get a job. I don't like the status quo. I'm voting for something else. And
I love you to life. I love you. But I do.
Steph, let me lecture you. You're too stupid. Stop having empathy towards other people struggling. It's because of white stuff and racisms.
Do not believe that. I cannot believe that.
He can't believe that because he's so racist. He's like, everybody is as racist as I am. And it has to be because of some kind of whiteness and them not wanting to take over the country or whatever.
And the reason I think you believe it is because you don't want to believe that that's what's really motivating them.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that I'm crazy. It's that you're the one being crazy. You just don't get it. God, I love how unhinged these people are. I'm not being crazy. Look, Steph, if you don't agree with me, it's because you're not as educated as I am, or you don't have the same foundational truths that all men and women are created racistly.
It's always the case. People don't want to believe what the country actually is.
No, and I think maybe, just maybe, you don't want to believe what the country really is. Maybe. Because if you believe what we believe, your grift is over. And no one listens to you anymore.
Because if they believe it, they're going to have to confront what's in them. I don't believe.
Exactly. If you were to change your philosophy, you would have to confront what's in you. Okay? It's called projection, folks.
Believe that.
Yeah.
They voted for a crook, a person who they know is stealing from, just doing everything to undermine the so-called country that they love.
Yeah. Stealing, just doing everything he can to undermine the country they love. Do you love this country? Do you love this country? Because it seems like you want to destroy it. And here's my plea. I pray that MSNBC doesn't stop with people like you. I think people like you that continue to stir up this lie, this rhetoric, will continue to have Republican reign for 8 to 12 more years. Sorry. You suck. You suck. Hard to watch over emotional men. I know. Especially when they're arguing. It's like, okay, just relax. You know? just, oh, Stephanie. You know better than this. This is MSNBC. You know better than this. You're supposed to be on the same page as me. You're not supposed to have a different point of view. You're reading the wrong playbook. You're not reading the same playbook that I'm reading from. All right, guys, I got to go to work, FML. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here in the best 20 minutes of your life. Hopefully it just happened. Drop a like on the video if you don't mind. I would greatly freaking appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate you, and I appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful day. And remember, when you see your boss today, put your foot out and trip him in the hallway. And say, I'm watching you. Always watching you. Oh, Papa, nice to see you. Bye. All right. Quit work. Stay here. I want to so bad. Hey, the best way to help me quit work is to drop a like, put a comment.